So I was at the grand final. This comes out a bit later, but spoiler alert, the Cats lost. This is the AFL grand final for anyone. We might have people in Finland going, what's they're talking about here?
Well,
It's a footy game here.
I was wanting Geelong to win, and as were a lot of Victorians, I suppose. And unfortunately, look, they're a great team, but they just didn't bring it on the day.
No.
The grand finals are often the preliminaries are the better game. Well, what is a good game up till about three-quarter time?
Yeah,
Half-time.
the prelim was fantastic against Hawthorn. I was there for that. That was amazing because the Cats won. But anyway, look, as Tom Atkins, who's one of the great players in Geelong, said, someone's got to lose. There's always got to be a loser.
Well, that's
so
what
true.
the great thing about sport is.
But you know what? As Paddy, the captain, said in his speech, we don't celebrate coming second well in AFL, and it's true because I was saying to my son on the way home, if you're in the Olympics and you come second, you get a silver medal. Everyone goes, that's awesome. Even when you come third, you get a bronze medal, and still people, you're proud to get silver or bronze. If you got a bronze in surfing, you'd be proud, wouldn't you? Oh, you're not. You don't reckon a silver medal's any good?
Well, you know.
I reckon it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But, I just, Franklin Ajar routine.
Franklin Ajar, that great routine about he's watching the marathon in the Olympics, and there's a guy coming last, and he goes, that guy trained for 4 years. He goes, he must be thinking, I could have sat on the couch for 4 years.
And still come last.
And still come last.
The thing is, you come so close. It's like, imagine if you're climbing Mount Everest and you just nearly get to the top.
Yeah.
And then you go, oh guys, sorry, got to turn around, going back down.
And that does happen sometimes.
Yeah, well, it does happen.
Yeah, you're right. But, I mean, thank God we're not doing that for a job because
it's hard to celebrate.
Imagine being an AFL player. Imagine being a Cats player today, the Monday after the Saturday, losing. But a lot of them go through it. There'd be a lot of players in other teams that never even get to play in a grand final, Glenn.
Well, it is a ball and some sticks, and you got to get the ball through the sticks.
And it can happen.
It's like anything in athlete, like in golf, and I know that's an elitist sport.
Hey, what about those guys yelling out in that New York? They reckon it's a Trumpism thing where they're just heckling and yelling out. Because, normally the golf audiences are very polite.
Yeah.
They were all yelling at a guy called Rory. Who's
Rory
that?
McIlroy.
So where's he from?
He's from Ireland, I think.
And so he said, I'm not going to play until you shut up.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that's so annoying. Why are they yelling at him?
Well, it'd be just to put him off.
Oh, is that why they're doing it?
I didn't see the clip. I don't.
Surely it went around in your WhatsApp group.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it did, but I'm sort of out of touch with all of that stuff. Golfers are amazing in their ability to do things.
Block it out,
yeah. But what I was going to say was a person's career can be defined as a hole in the ground and there's a ball, right? And all you got to do with a stick is get the ball into the hole. And if the ball doesn't go in the hole, your kids might not go to you get a holiday or get a beach house. Yeah. And it's all about so there lies the drama. It really is. But having said that, how can you feel sorry for someone who for a living does that?
Because it's their life.
But what is it? Is it entertainment?
Yeah. Well,
what are they giving back to the community?
Oh, entertainment. Yeah. Well,
but what if you're not even that great and no one's seeing you? You're just going around knocking a ball in the hole in the ground and you get paid for it. Boo-hoo if you don't win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least with what we do, we don't get paid a lot of money for doing this. But we do this as a gesture
for fun.
To people out there who want to kill some time with two old men.
Commuting. Well, speaking of that, okay, how you try and guess my jokes on Speaks and Specs?
Oh, yeah. That's
okay. There's two situations where we want to try and guess.
Okay.
Right, number one.
Hang on.
Number one.
This wasn't on Speaks and Specs.
No, this was on. Okay, the first one's at a gig.
At a gig.
For the grand final, I did the Crows breakfast. So
the Crows
South
breakfast.
Australian. So what happens, all the footy teams put on breakfast on grand final morning.
Picturing it, yes.
And they get their members to pay a fair bit of money. They get to go to the breakfast, hear from comedians and celebrities, and then they get a ticket to the game.
Yes.
So these are all South Australian people who thought the Crows would be in the grand final, which was, for people who don't know, they were doing very well all year, and then they fell off. Anyway, I get up there, and there was an old guy, and I said to him, what like he would have been 84 at least, Brian. And I said, are you retired, Brian? He said, yes. I said, what did you used to work in? And he goes, IT. Now, that got the biggest laugh of the... because he's like, IT. And I said, IT? What? I said, you sure that wasn't a... What did I say? You sure you weren't just working on a... It's a hard one. I'll give it to you, this one.
Yeah.
Do you want to have a guess?
No. Sure you weren't working on a... Does it start with IT?
No. That's not a bad angle, though.
No. Sure you weren't working on... Oh, God.
Okay, it's a hard one.
Yeah.
I said, sure it just wasn't a typewriter?
See? That is brilliant. Sure you just weren't working on a typewriter? Bang, big laugh. Did that laugh crack?
Yes.
It cracked, didn't it?
Brian.
Yeah.
I spoke to him afterwards, and because I'm always intrigued. I mean, I like to follow up, and I don't want to be mean. I wasn't mean to him, but he was. I don't know whether he was taking the piss. And he said, "Yeah, in the '70s, I worked at the Monash. He worked at Monash. He said on the IT program or something. He said I was an accountant, but then I moved into IT in the '70s. There you go. All right. Okay. The next one.
Yeah.
Next one. I'm at the ground. I go to the grand final with my son. Right, where I go to get a drink or whatever, and a Brisbane Lions fan approaches me with his daughter. He's our age.
Yep.
He goes, "I'm a fan of the podcast with you and Glenn."
Yep.
And his daughter, who's an adult, goes, "He loves it. He loves it."
His daughter's what?
His daughter. Oh no, his daughter's an adult.
An adult, right? Yes. Yep.
She goes, "He loves it. He loves it." And I go, "Oh, great. And I go, and he goes, "I knew you were a Cat supporter." I said, "I am." And he goes, "Well, I'm Brisbane Lions." I said, "Oh well, you're a Brisbane Lions supporter. Welcome to Victoria. Enjoy the blank."
Jeez, I'm going to lose my comedy license because it's
topical. It's topical.
Enjoy. Well, is it about the weather? Or is it about?
I did mention the weather, but that's not it.
Enjoy. And this is in the moment you did. This is how good you are.
But I'd used this joke before.
Yeah. Okay. I'm out.
Come on, think of something topical that's happened in the last year that's been worldwide news. You're from interstate. You're from an opposition team. Welcome to Victoria. Enjoy the mushrooms. Hey!
See? Because people died in that.
I know.
3 good people died.
I know,
one nearly
good
died.
Church going.
I don't know whether you can.
You can do jokes about that.
Well, I made a joke, and I reckon you'll get it. But
because you on Have You Been Paying Attention, which has gone to air now. So
yes.
Okay, give me one and see.
I made a joke.
Oh, okay.
Give me one. What?
I thought you'd give me a setup on trying to guess your joke.
No, this was out the back.
Is that the back
in the garden? Because I cut it. You know when you've got a tree on your side, right? On your side, but it goes over into the next door side.
Yeah.
When you cut that down, you cut it off because it's hanging on the fence, and we got it cut off. But I couldn't get it from my side, so I had to go round, and she was sitting in her office. I had to go round the fence and up the sideway and pull the branch down, right? And then she goes, "Oh, it doesn't matter. You could have left that. We would have taken care of it." And I then said, No. What is ours is ours. But having said that, I don't mind what you throw over the fence as long as you don't throw over a
dead cat.
So close. I went dead body.
Oh, dead body. And she didn't like that.
No, she paused.
Yeah.
And then she went, "I'll keep that in mind, Glenn." I've gone,
I see. You know what? I think a dead body's too black. It's too dark.
Now I feel bad.
He could have done a mushroom joke because mushrooms are just like.
But that's black.
Yeah, but you're not saying a dead body. You're saying the word mushroom. And I reckon mushrooms are a funny word.
If you killed someone, what are you going to do? Oh, what are we going to do with the body? Throw it over the fence.
It's pretty funny.
It is pretty funny. But having said that, I had to remind myself, stop overstepping the line.
Okay.
Don't be inappropriate.
Yeah.
I know on this show, I apologise right now.
But that's okay on your own show. It's when you're in public and people don't know that. I think most people would know you're a comedian.
She's a nice lady.
Yeah. She didn't need that. She probably said to her husband Ronald, "You know what that guy next door said? He's something about a body."
Well, she could ring the police.
But you'd think he would say, "Well, he's a comedian. He's just trying to be funny."
No, she wouldn't. They just say he's peculiar. I quite liked him up until that point.
Yeah.
But that was the same thing where we're having our toilet renovated. And I've told you the story. We're having a toilet renovated, so they took the old toilet out, and we had a toilet in the driveway.
Oh, yeah, sat on it.
So I put it out in the middle of the road and sat on it, just for a photograph, for a joke. And then the people on the road saw it and went, "Oh, God."
It's funny though.
It is funny. It was
It's
funny.
funny.
It's funny. So I'm sitting there, and I had my pants down and everything, and I took the photograph, and then they're going, oh, it's all very well to live next door to a comedian, but he's not only have I done the toilet joke, I've also done the dead body over the fence.
The same people, or
no, that was different people.
Well,
so one by one, I'm knocking them down.
You're not getting invited to the Christmas party. Anyway, play the music.
Welcome to Somehow Related. Now, please welcome your hosts Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
Well, welcome to the podcast. I did say to Thorno.
Dave Thornton, who was on this show, who came on and did our Appion. What's it called? Papillon. Papillon. Is that what it's called?
Patreon. Somehow unrelated, he is fantastic.
And he also came on and did the voices that everyone said it was one of the greatest things in his career.
Yeah, and if you love his voices, he's doing more voices on our...
it does more voices on our... Now,
somehow unrelated.
So what did you say? He's doing what?
Because he's a big Geelong supporter, I've been texting him, and I said, I'm going to get into cricket now. He goes, yeah, fair enough. So,
yeah.
But anyway, I just mentioned it because I remembered he's on Somehow Unrelated.
I've been out there going through and talking to different people to come on Somehow Related.
Unrelated.
What did I say?
Somehow Related.
Somehow Unrelated. Hang on. What are we doing now?
This is Somehow Related. This is
the
normal one that goes out every week. It's free. And then we have Somehow Unrelated where you can subscribe.
Yep.
And thanks to all the people that have subscribed. And you can do it through Apple Podcasts. It's on Patreon now, or just supporting Cast. You can just click on the link in the show notes.
Well, I have asked so far. I asked them last night. One very well-known big
Icon.
TV icon. Absolute icon. He's coming on. And then two guys who are in the Instagram world, iconic. They've all been quite excited to come on.
But except you asked the woman next door, she said, no, thank you. You're going to put a toilet in the middle of the street? What's happening? Oh, yeah. Anyway, this is a free one, and we get two topics, got to work out how they're related. Yep. Is that it? That's it?
That is all. That's the boundaries of the show. So that's the frame that we work within.
Okay, well, let's get them. Let's get them. Shall we get them? You ask Sam.
Sam, hi, Glenn here. I know Dave normally asks you, so I'm just coming. What I'm doing is I'm opening her office door just a little bit, and I'm putting my mouth through the crack. Okay, and I'm going, "Hi, Sam. Sorry to interrupt. I know you're really busy. What are the topics for Somehow Related? Not unrelated. Somehow related."
Hi, Glenn. Great to hear from you. I think I'm in the same boat as the woman next door. The topics are chewing gum and the Police, the band.
Oh, she had a crack at you. She didn't find you that funny. I think I don't know what's going on.
Well,
let's just say...
I think she tolerates us. She's probably only doing it for the money. And we don't... Have we renewed her contract? You talked to her. That's all your...
Courtney. Anyway, the Police. Always like the Police.
Hello.
Sting. Hang on, let's go through them. There's Sting, and you've met Sting.
Yes.
Andy, the guitarist. And
Andy.
I interviewed him on the radio not that long ago. He was really interesting, actually. He does music soundtracks. Weekend at Bernie's.
Really?
Andy Summers,
yep.
And the drummer, who's a great drummer. That guy's incredible on the drums.
I remember.
Oh, I should know the drummer. Okay, I'll think of it. I'll think of it. I'll get it. Don't worry, because he's fantastic. He does his own music too. They were sort of a reggae punk pop band, weren't they?
Can you do reggae rhythm for me?
Walking on the moon. That was him.
Yeah. What you take.
Walking on the moon. Roxanne. That was a big one. Roxanne. You don't have to put on that red light.
I used to do...
It's about a prostitute.
Oh, that's right, in the story that I tell.
Well, tell the story.
I know. I'm just thinking...
Do an abbreviated version, because I think you've done on this podcast. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But you did it live, I think. You might have done it live.
Yeah.
Because you met Sting.
No, Sting met me.
Copeland. The drummer Stuart Copeland.
Oh, how do you do that? Oh. And I can tell you, listeners, he did not go to his phone. I was going to go to my phone, and neither of us did, but he got it.
So...
I'll tell you very quickly. Yeah, in Sydney, having breakfast up by the pool. And
Seabull Townhouse?
Yes.
Well, that was a great hotel.
Oh, that was like,
showbiz.
They could do a rock and roll documentary.
Had that great bar downstairs.
Great bar downstairs. A lot happened there.
Yeah. I remember going there one. That was great.
Yeah, and they had a lot of pictures on the wall.
Yeah,
that was back in the day when they had pictures on the wall that were signed, and it was thanks to the Seaball and all that sort of stuff.
But it was like old showbiz. It was
old
great.
Showbiz, yeah. And then up to the rooms and what happened in those rooms. Oh, God. Anyway, so, yeah, these two guys walk out. I go, who are those guys? And they start doing yoga. No, there wasn't much room left. And the only room left next to the pool was right next to me. So they'd roll out their little mats and they pull their clothes off and get into and then Sting says, and I didn't realise it was Sting. He goes, "Hi there, do you mind if if we do some yoga down here?" And it sounds like the start of one of those inappropriate
pen-ass letters.
Yeah. I said, sure. And my breakfast arrived, and I just got this breakfast that was like huge. Anyway, it was eggs and chips and bacon and whatever. Anyway, I don't know. And then somehow we got to talking because he was good. He was really good. And then
At yoga,
yeah. And then he goes, what did he ask me? He goes, when you finished your breakfast, why don't you come down and join us? I'm serious. Why don't you come and join us?
Yeah.
And I went, sure. So I finished my breakfast, and I had a pair of jeans on and a white T-shirt. And I thought, well, I can't do it in my jeans. So I pulled my pants down to my underpants, but my shirt was hanging down. So you didn't know whether I had bathers on but I had underpants on. And, well, I had to. And then I'm doing the moves with Sting. And he did one move, which the yoga people will know. It's for your digestion, where you put a ripple through your stomach, not up and down, but...
that's amazing. You can do that.
Yeah,
it's like vertical ripple.
A vertical ripple through your digestion, through your stomach for your digestion. And he did the move with his hands on his knees. And then when I got down there, he goes, see if you can do the move. So I get my hands on my knees and I'm bending over. I can't believe. And then Sting gets down on his hands and knees and lifts up my T-shirt and he's looking at my stomach to see whether or not I'm doing the horizontal digestion move. And at that point, the concierge walks around the corner, sees us standing there, looks like Sting's doing something inappropriate to me. He turns on his heel and just walks off going, oh, excuse me.
Excuse me, yeah.
Going backstairs and just going, I think Uncle Arthur's giving Sting...
Sting's giving you Uncle Arthur. Yeah. That's
anyway, that was a long time ago. But he was fit. He looked good. He was a nice guy.
At what point did you realise he was Sting? Did you realise?
Oh, it was probably a couple of minutes, but it was, out of context.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
It's a bit weird, and you have to look at someone, and because he was, and then I just went, oh my God, that's Sting. Yeah. The only thing I did say was, love your work.
Oh, there you go.
I said, love your work, and I do love Sting.
Yeah.
I do love Sting, and I do love the Police, and I probably got more into the Sting than I did the Police.
I mean, the solo stuff. Yeah, that kind of would play to your... kind of.
What? That's a disparaging comment you've made there.
You're kind of
my easy
listening. He went into his Blue Turtles and he hung over the bloke with the plate in his mouth and all that. Remember that?
See, you're very cynical.
Some of his solo stuff's good though. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying it was a bit more.
What were the big songs from the?
I couldn't. I know the Police well, but I don't know that Every Breath You Take. That album, that was their last album, wasn't it? And that is Synchronicity. Great song.
Walking
on the moon.
That's the Police. What was the one? I'm an Englishman in New York.
That's Sting. That's Sting. That's Sting, absolutely. Yeah. I remember he was famous for, like, you're talking about yoga, but like, what, sexual positions or something? Remember that thing about him?
Well, I can't say too much, but...
you helped him.
I took him through a couple of my moves and...
put it in his book.
Whacked him on the bottom and said, off you go, Sting. You can use those, pretend they're yours.
And you remember seeing that his Christmas card he'd send out, which was him, his wife, and about... 20 servants standing outside the front of the...
Oh, really?
Oh, it's incredible. Yeah.
Well, yours is similar.
Yeah, me, my wife and 3 kids and 2 cats.
He left the Police, in the... Did the 80s. Police break up? Did they have a falling out? Or did
I think they had a falling out. So they were going from the 70s till the 80s. So I saw them in... They were one of the first bands I saw in a big concert situation. They did the Showgrounds in 83. And we all went along, me and my brother and all our friends and girlfriends and stuff. And it was like the first kind of big outdoor concert. It was before the Big Day Out, before Offshore, before Laneway, any of those big festivals that we've seen around Australia. And they had because he put together like this an amazing lineup. There was the Sunny Boys, Kids in the Kitchen, Australian Crawl, Bryan Adams, and Sting. And Bryan Adams was handing out badges I don't know who the hell Bryan is either. But even then, he was a bit shit.
So where was that? At the Showgrounds?
Showgrounds, I think. Yeah, Showgrounds or Flemington. I can't remember which one. Showgrounds? Flemington?
You would have been there with you. What did you wear that day?
That's a very good question, what I wore.
What was your look back in that day?
83.
You would have worn a T-shirt. I reckon a T-shirt and a T-shirt with writing on it. A band.
No. Would have been a shirt. Some kind of shirt.
Oh, like a Miller shirt.
Yeah, a Miller shirt. Yeah. Jeans.
What sort of shoes?
I mean, desert boots or something. No, not boots. Like more like a desert boot.
Glasses? Would you wear glasses?
Sunglasses.
Hat?
No hat.
Were you a smoker?
No.
Were you
not a drinker?
No. Drinker?
No.
Did you have the poppy pops?
No. My brother brought an egg along to throw at Australian crawl because he didn't like Australian crawl.
He brought a what?
An egg to throw at Australian crawl.
That's offensive.
That's just immature. And Australian crawl are a good band. He was just whatever. Anyway.
Did he throw the egg at...
No. Well, the lineup went like this. Kids in the kitchen, who we really liked because they were a bit cool.
Don't throw an egg at them, yeah.
Don't throw an egg at Scott Kern. Change in mood. And then they had Kids in the Kitchen. Then it was Bryan Adams, and he was so crap that he threw the egg at him. And then Australian Crawl, then the Police. I think it went. And the Sunny Boys, who we loved, the Sunny Boys.
If he only had one egg, how did he bring a bit of Tupperware? How did he bring
No, he had it in his pocket.
But hang on.
I don't know why. And also,
it's very easy to break an egg in your pocket.
I know. I don't know what he was thinking. And also, when he threw the egg, it kind of, no one even saw it. Just went over.
Imagine if you didn't quite make the stage and I'm watching it and then suddenly I get an egg in the back of the head. I go...
No, it cleared the audience. It made the stage. But I'm just like...
Tell you what, it's lucky it didn't break in his hand because...
I know. That's a bad thing to have in your pocket, isn't it? Where did he have... I think it might top pocket of his flannel, you know?
So I would have been probably slightly offended that he was going to do it and I would have given him a hug or something.
Oh. Well, you all thought it'd be funny because we were immature. We were like 18 or 19. We were just out of school. I thought it'd be really funny to throw an egg.
Yeah. Bryan Adams came on and...
Threw the egg at him. And missed him. Missed everyone. And then...
So the Police closed the show?
Yeah, so it went, by memory, Kids in the Kitchen, Sunny Boys, Bryan Adams, Australian Crawl, Police. That's like 5 big bands. 5 amazing bands.
Did you bring like a little lunch or something to have?
He should have brought a bloody half a dozen.
Well, you should have brought one egg to throw and half a dozen boiled eggs to have at lunch. Maybe a little bit of salad, have like a Caesar or something.
That's a good question. There would have been food there. I assume we would have had
back
lunch.
in those days. It would have been you probably just had a hot dog.
Yeah, hot dog. Yeah. We were so young and excited. My daughter, who's 19, so we would have been around that age. She's going to Laneway, which is sort of like that's the new outdoor big concert at Flemington now,
right?
And Chapel Roan's headlining, who's incredible.
No idea.
Oh, she's a great singer from America. I really like her. Great singer from. I'd love to see her, but I don't want to go to those big outdoor festivals because I said to her, it's like an endurance test. But for young people, they kind of like it. You get there early. You see the first bands. You go get something to eat. You come back. You see your main band. You get a good spot up the front. Yeah, it's like good fun. Well, it's good when you're 19, 20, in the 20s. Isn't it?
This is big. This is a big statement here.
So did you have been to those? Were you at Sunbury or Woodstock? You know, Husey, when he was young, went out with a girl and she thought he was so old, she said to him, did you go to Woodstock?
This is how...
You didn't go to Sunbury?
No, my brother nearly did.
Mm-hmm.
I was too young. But I have never been to anything outside like that.
You've never been to a big concert?
No.
You never went to Offshore, which was down the Beachway?
I don't even know what it is.
That was Torquay or somewhere. That was good. The Falls Festival?
No, see,
Splendour in the Grass?
Well, it's all a bit scary for me. Were you do camp sometimes?
They do camp at Splendour and at Falls, but I never camp. I never camp.
Have you seen those documentaries those things on Netflix when it all goes wrong?
Yeah, I know.
They run out of water and they run out of toilet and paper and it's just horrible. I would have been a little bit of a scaredy cat when it came to all that stuff.
Yeah, but we were campers because we were scouts, so that wouldn't have worried us.
You didn't wear the uniform, did you? That would have been a giveaway.
Hey, I tell you what was a very good angle. If you're in the St. John's ambulance, which was similar to Scouts, you got free entry.
Wow.
Yeah, you had to wear your uniform and give out Band-Aids and sunscreen, but still.
And then you had to deal with someone vomiting all over themselves and they give mouth to mouth to someone who swallowed their own tongue or something. And, you know.
No, they were great. Going to those concerts like the big day out when it first started was good fun. But then you get too old for it. You do get too old for it. So
I reckon if they were smart, they'd have a baby boomer section.
They kind of do in you know what appeals to baby boomers and Gen X, so our generations, is Day on the Green at the they do them at the wineries.
Oh, God,
you know the wineries?
Yeah.
And they have a special boomer section where you can sit down and drink wine and stuff.
No, that's right. But I'm getting an image of old people.
And they have bands like Rod Stewart. You know, they have more contemporary bands like the Teskey Brothers and that, but they have like, you know, Paul Kelly has done one. They tour all the wineries. They're good. If you like the bands, I saw Midnight Oil at one that was great. Really good.
Yeah, I like about 3 songs.
Yeah.
Bring on the next one.
I get it.
Yeah.
You got to really like the band.
Because I was thinking of, you know, I was watching that Take 5 and she said to him, what part did music play in your life? And that's a good question. For you, very big part of your life. Huge part of your life. Not only were you in Captain Coco, but you loved it, and you went on to be on Spicks and Specks, which is a musically based show for 70 times or something.
And that's how I really got into radio, because of my love of music, really.
Yeah, and you do have a really good depth of... Me?
Yeah.
Nothing. What have I got? Nothing. What do you know about Glenn? Not much. Don't know anything much. No.
I remember, though, when I interviewed you on 3RRR, which is where I started my glorious
Did you interview me on 3RRR?
Yeah. And next door, there were the old guys from, not Chain, might have been Chain. You said, oh, my God, that's so-and-so.
Ariel.
Yeah. And you were really impressed that these old guys were next door.
Was that?
They probably weren't even old. They're probably in their 40s at that stage. And you go, that's so-and-so from Chain or Ariel or something. I'm like...
Someone Putt, what's his name?
Yes, it was him.
And
I said, well, go and say hello to him.
I'll be gone. Yeah.
There they were doing that.
Yeah.
So you're kind of into that music. Maybe you're in that. Maybe, but see, I had brothers that were right into music. So my older brother Trev and Mark.
We were very into Ariel, I must admit, and Spectrum.
Yeah, Spectrum.
Yeah, and Glenn Mason, and
there was a bit of crossover, wasn't there?
Yeah. And they used to do a lot of stuff, which was like a lot, and then Bluestone. And I was on 3AW, and the guy who used to ring up, and it was a bit embarrassing, really. But anyway, that was like they just did a lot of Eagle stuff and stuff like that. Mm. But you know, I would have been driving down Geelong Road. I probably was into Little River Band.
They had some good songs though.
Little River Band.
Hang on. Hang on. Help is on its way. Yeah, some great songs. Walking in the park, reminiscing.
In the park. See, that's really embarrassing.
See that you're a little bit older than me, so that was I came in on punk and stuff, which blew a lot of that stuff away. But that's not saying that music wasn't good. Some of that music was great.
Yeah, it was a bit wussy though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit laid back. But that like I'll Be Gone song was great.
Yeah, that's a great song.
It's a great song.
So look,
we'll play that at your funeral.
Because I will be gone.
And we might get one of those guys to actually turn up and play it.
Oh, how good would that be?
They'll probably do
Not Bill Putt.
Yeah, it was Bill Putt. I think.
What was the lead singer's name?
Richard? No.
I hope he's still with us.
Anyway.
Give us a call if you are. Anyway, so Police.
Sting, great band.
Great band. No longer. I believe
I don't reckon they had that many albums.
Sort of falling out.
There was.
Some sort of fight. And then Sting seems to pop up around in different parts. That probably lives in France or something. A chalet or something.
I think he has.
Yeah, and you know, you often see him doing little things on YouTube where he's out there amongst the
good on him. He got involved in issues, and Andy Summers went on to do all this music stuff and he still tours. He just toured Australia, and Stuart Copeland was an incredible drummer and did soundtrack stuff too.
They are a landmark band.
They are. They were great.
Yeah.
And they had a good look, that distinctive look with that blonde hair when they first started.
All three of them had
the bleached blonde hair. They had bleached blonde hair.
Sting is very good for his age. And I've seen him. And that was a long time ago when I saw him. Had a very good body. Because he was doing the yoga and the top on. Pretty much was a top on. No, he had floppy pants. He had floppy pants and he had a floppy top on. That's right. No shoes.
Of course.
And I had underpants on and a T-shirt.
Very sus. Let's talk about chewing gum. When was the last time you had chewing gum?
I will have it from time to time if someone offers it to me, but rarely do I buy it.
Bit of extra?
Extra? Oh, no, don't do that.
Extra Liz Smiley. Key to the extra ad.
No, we can't do that.
That was a long time ago, because I remember people doing jokes about that 30 years ago.
Liz Smiley was a tennis player?
Yeah, and she had a bit of a kind of a lisp or something.
She had a speech impediment.
And she would say extra.
Can we talk about that, or is that inappropriate?
Well, it's a long time
It's
ago
on topic.
now.
I mean, it's true.
Extra's a good chewing gum.
But would it not cross your mind that if you had a slight impediment that you wouldn't do something for extra? I'm not having to go, but maybe she really wanted the work.
Maybe. Well, what are the great chewing gums? Juicy Fruit.
PK?
Oh, what does PK stand for?
Don't know.
I think it might be the initials of the guy Wrigley, Peter Wrigley, Philip Wrigley. Might be.
Oh, yeah.
PK. That's that. You know what? Hang on, that's not PK. No, Wrigley.
Wrigley, yeah.
But hang on, that's not. No, what's he? Oh, anyway, no one actually knows. I've looked it up before. No one knows, or it might be stand for packed and ready to go or something. There's some sort of technology term, but they really don't know. But what flavour is PK?
Spearmint.
No, it's peppermint and licorice, apparently.
Oh, bullshit. There's no licorice in there.
Yeah, there is a bit of licorice in PK. You have some. When was the last time you had PK?
Oh, a long while ago.
Well, I would have had it a month ago.
And I never quite understood, do you want a chewy? Well, you got to have two. Why didn't they just make one so you could just have...
yeah.
You got to have two.
Good point.
Why? It was always two. Oh, you can't just have one. I'm offending you by just taking one.
I like two. You know, I'm a big juicy fruit fan. I love juicy fruit. And what flavours are they, you reckon?
Juicy fruit. I got a picture of juicy fruit.
Well, it's like PK in the same packet.
Right.
Similar packet, yellow packet.
What about Hubba Bubba?
Oh, but that's bubble gum. That's not chewing gum.
Okay.
There's a difference between chewing gum and bubble gum. Bubble gum was invented by a guy called...
Benny Bubble.
No. Harold Weiner or someone. And what the difference was, he invented a bubble gum that you could blow bubbles with and it wouldn't stick to your face when the bubble burst.
There's a good day at work, isn't it?
Yeah, and it was pink because it was the only colour left in the factory or where he was working. He made a lot of money. Then I remember...
How do you go from a bubble gum not existing to a bubble gum existing? Because I've got a product.
No, because chewing gum came first.
Chewing gum came first.
Yeah.
Who invented blowing bubbles?
Well, this guy did. I assume people...
But how do you sell that?
Well, I assume kids got chewing gum off their dads or mums.
And then they go...
and tried to blow bubbles. And old Wine or whatever his name was.
They tried to blow bubbles with a non-chewing gum.
With the chewing gum. Yeah, exactly. And then bubble gum came along and just said, this is actually for blowing... This is more for kids. And it became a huge success,
I'm going to say it was a big day when you learn how to whistle. Yeah. When you learn how to tie up your own shoes, it was really pretty cool when you could get a leaf and do a thing.
Oh, that's hard to do.
Blow a whistle. There's ones where you can with
two fingers.
When you learnt to blow a bubble.
Oh yeah, big day.
Bubble gum.
Big day.
Because the art form is roll it round. How did you do it?
Flatten it in your top of your mouth.
Yeah.
Move it towards the centre of your mouth. Put your tongue in it.
Everyone who's listening.
Put your tongue in it and then blow.
Doing it right now.
And then blow. You've got to create.
Yeah, but don't blow too hard. You got to put a seal. Don't blow too hard, and then gentle, and then it would get big, and you go, oh look at look at Brucey over there.
Pop.
And then they go pop all over his face.
Yeah.
Or they just walk around for a while. But how big you made it was like a real triumph, wasn't it?
Oh, it was amazing. And this guy, I read when he retired, I always remember this. He would ride around his retirement home on a giant tricycle handing out bubble gum.
Oh, seriously. You'd be arrested.
And then when he died, Saturday Night Live, I always remember this joke said that the inventor of bubble gum has passed away. His body was found stuck under a seat in a cinema. It's pretty funny.
That is pretty funny. Because that was the thing about bubble gum. Now, were you allowed to... You could not chew in class.
No.
And that was in reference to chewing gum. Why couldn't you chew in class?
Well, because it's
like if you haven't got one for everybody, you can't have it yourself. Was kind of
And also, you're eating, you're distracting people. Yeah, and so you'd stick it under the desk.
Because you know my theory about it, don't you? Why does Ricky Ponting?
It's concentration, isn't it?
Yeah,
helps you concentrate.
Because people think when I tell this story, people think that's bullshit. But when a child sees a nipple, it rolls its tongue round and it makes you focus your tongue because you're getting your tongue ready for the nipple. So if you do something that makes your... I'm boring.
I see that. I see you can do that when we go down the street. The supermarket.
So when you roll something around in your mouth, it makes you concentrate.
Well, that's why baseball players, they chew gum a lot.
Ricky Ponting, always chewing gum. And, I've got to say...
Did you ask him about it? Or I met him once. I should have asked him.
No,
he's the nicest guy. He lives around here somewhere.
I used to.
Let's hope we see him down the supermarket.
Because we're going.
Hey, mate, we're just talking about you. Sorry, I know you're with your family, but can we just ask you a question?
Okay. Here's the thing. Two people are applying for a job. Okay. You get a housekeeper applying for the job, right? One comes to the door, not chewing gum. Looks around. Yeah, I would like to clean your house, blah, blah, blah. Next one comes to the door, they're chewing gum.
No good.
Now, why would you judge the person chewing gum?
Because where are they going to put the chewing gum?
I don't even think of it like that. I just think don't meet me when you got something in your mouth.
Do you think it's
hi there, guy?
A sign of disrespect?
I don't know, but whenever someone chews gum, I don't find it that endearing.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Not a lot of people look good chewing gum. Put it that way.
And as Selena said to me, you shouldn't chew gum. You haven't got the right shaped head for it.
You got a bad head for chewing gum.
You know what?
I know what
I
she
agree.
means.
I agree. I don't think you're a gum chewer.
No, I love chewing gum, but because I sort of think, well, it's probably better than having a lolly, or
Do you have it too fresh in your breath?
Sometimes, yeah. And what's that thing that you always say? Someone offers it to you once.
Yeah.
You say no,
thanks,
and they offer it to you again. That's like take some.
If they give if that's with Tic Tacs, if they give the shake, they offer it to you, and then they shake it. You go, that's telling me I've got bad breath.
Yeah, I was driving to a gig the other night with Kieran, which is very rare for her to come. How's this? I did a gig at Torquay Surf Lifesaving Club for the grand final.
Yeah.
For the Great Flash. No, Jan Juck. In that RACV.
Yeah, great.
Great place. Anyway, Kieran never comes to gigs, but we were staying down at the beach house. I said, come along.
What does she do while you're on stage?
Oh, she snuck in the room and watched me. And then
now you can't do all this stuff about
I didn't even know she was there.
And because you got a lot of stuff you do about.
Oh, gave me a whole critique.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, it was endless.
You got a critique.
It's all right, I don't care. But I did say to her, those kind of gigs, I do whatever I can to get a laugh. It's not an ideal situation.
And you've got to do everything. You got to pull every trick out of you.
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
So therefore, if I say something offensive about you.
She wasn't worried about that. She said she thought it was a bit vulgar.
A bit vulgar?
Well, I can be a little bit. I mean, I'm not that bad.
Yeah, but does your vulgar rate go higher than what you do here on the podcast?
Oh, a little bit, but some people do.
Vulgar.
Some people do see me do stand up and they go, "You're different on stage than you are on, say, the ABC." I said, "Well, obviously on the ABC, you've got to tone it down a bit. You can't be talking about stuff. I just talk about general stuff, I just say, for example."
Masturbating on public transport.
No, I don't do. I mean, I illustrate that. No, I just talk about who dated in the 80s. Yeah, big.
What? And then you say what?
I say big hair up there, big hair down there.
That's all right.
It's not graphic. It's just like anyway.
That's funny.
It's always good to have a critic in the house.
So, by the way, if you want Dave for your Christmas party, now's the time.
I already got some bookings from our little ad.
Yeah, because get in early because he will get booked up.
For next year, but it doesn't matter.
He's ironing the Santa suit right now as we speak.
Let's think long term.
So, do you find chewing gum slightly offensive?
Well, what about when John Farnham made one of his comebacks and he was on stage singing and everyone just talked about his chewing gum? You could see him chewing gum.
And singing at the same time. That's dangerous. Because you don't want it to go into your lungs.
No.
Because remember they used to say, have your chewing gum, but don't ever swallow it.
Yeah.
Because it gets stuck in your thing.
Well, let's put them all in the same category. What are the big labels? We've already had PK Juicy Fruit. You said Hubba Bubba? Did you say Hubba Bubba?
Yeah.
Bubble Yum was another one.
Out of my depth now.
Big Charlie? Oh, they were good.
But Big Charlie was big business. That was like professional, wasn't it?
Fruit, big long stick. There was fruit flavour and musk, I think.
Can you still buy these?
No, you can buy. I think you buy Hubba Bubba. My favourite, Spurt. Remember Spurt? Spurt had liquid inside it. So
I've never heard of or had a spurt.
You've never had a spurt? No, you would have in the 80s.
Were they hard on the outside?
Yeah, and then sort of softish, and then you chew it, and then it would spurt into your mouth.
Is it like because Cool Mint was hard on the outside, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. No,
and that did have a soft middle?
Sort of. But spurt really soft.
I would never love a Cool Mints. A bit overrated.
Cool fruit. Heaps better.
And minties. God, they were hard to eat.
Oh, they were hard to eat.
And they were sort of trumpeted as being the lolly to have. You go,
nah. It's real nana stuff.
Yeah.
Hang on. Okay, what else have we got? Extra, of course.
Yeah.
That Extra's the most recent chewing gum I could think of.
Well, they're at petrol stations now. They're all lined up out the front. Except for, where would you get a Hubba Bubba?
Yeah, petrol stations.
You do not.
Yeah,
no.
you can. Hubba Bubba, Bubble, yeah. Supermarkets, they come in packets. Yeah, I've bought them before. They have grape flavour. That's nice.
If you saw someone walking down the street in their 50s and they pop a Hubba Bubba.
It's unusual.
And then they blow a bubble.
Unusual.
You would think, not well.
Not well, yeah. Special.
And
I can't think there's Big Red too. That was an American brand.
If you're in your car and you have a Wrigley's.
Oh, what about? Hey, hang on, Stimmerol.
Oh yeah, good.
Remember Stimmerol?
Gee, this is wow. You should write a book.
I should.
What if you're in your car, right? You're driving. You have a stick of the stiff one. What's the long stiff one?
No, that's just like a Wrigley's. Oh yeah, Wrigley's. Yeah, Spearmint.
Remember they're long and flat.
Yeah, they're Wrigley's. Yeah.
Yeah, you have one of those, chewing long for. And at what point do you decide, I don't want to chew this anymore? At what point? Or do you go, well, how long do you go for?
No, when the flavour goes. No, the flavour doesn't,
So you roll it around for a while.
Yeah.
Then you're in your car. What do you do then?
Well, you got to put in a bit of paper or something.
So you've got to hang on to the bit of paper.
Yeah.
And then what do you do?
You just put it somewhere and then throw it in the bin.
Because that is a pain in the ass.
I know.
You roll it up in a bit of paper, then you put it down in your drink holder. And then you've got to remember, and then you put a cup in there and the gum gets stuck on the cup or something. It's just repulsive.
What about, have you ever had a Bubble-O Bill, which is an ice cream with a bubblegum nose? Oh. and the often forgot sister, Bubble-O Jill.
Seriously?
Bubble-O Bills are good. You have one, they're good.
Bubble-O Bill was an ice cream with bubblegum.
Yeah. You still get it. It's still popular.
Geez, that was a good day at work. They invented that.
Get your gum.
So, nothing worse than let's say you're at a tutorial, right? And you look
under the desk. And
you just put your hands under there, and someone hasn't brought the bit of paper with them.
Yuck.
No, what they do is they chew for a while, then they stop chewing. Where does it go? They lean under, and because it has an ability to stick, you can stick it anywhere.
Yuck.
So I find it, quite offensive. Having said that, can you use a bit of sticky gum to fix something?
Probably can.
So if something's got a bit of a leak in it, could you poke it into a hole? Maybe you could.
It's like putty, really. Yeah. Well, should we have some thinking music? I think I've talked about bubblegum a lot. Chewing gum.
Well, you're being interesting. No, you are, really, yeah, But I think you're right. You didn't, did you ever? No, that was Spitballs. Remember Spitballs?
Yeah.
How did you make a spitball?
You roll it up and then you put it in the pen thing and you...
Oh, that's right, into a pen and up on the roof.
Yeah.
Repulsive.
That's disgusting.
It's absolutely disgusting, and yet it was an art form at school.
Yeah.
And if you swallowed it, good luck.
And you know where you can't buy chewing gum? This is a really interesting...
You know what country? In China.
Singapore.
Oh, well, isn't that a great thing?
And also, the Canberra airport. There's no chewing gum on sale. And I said to the woman in the shop, is there any chewing gum? She goes, no, the owner doesn't like it, so we don't sell it. You cannot buy chewing gum at the Canberra airport, everyone.
That's offensive. What about it's chewing gummist?
Yeah. Well, people buy to eat on the plane when the ears pop and stuff.
Ah.
That's why you buy
But what are they going to do when,
exactly. You have to have a mint.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's have some thinking music, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So what can we have? We could do a make-believe on chewing gum, the police breakup. There's some great ads, though, from the...
What, make-believe with me doing... Like, we could do make-believe with my story.
Yeah. I could play Sting.
You could play Sting.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know what his accent's like.
Sting, what are you doing with my T-shirt? Oh, you're lifting it up.
And you're saying,
that feels nice.
Like, don't stand so close
That was
to
the
me.
joke that I was going to make.
Yeah.
When I used to do it in the stand-up, I said, don't stand so close to me.
That's very good.
We could do that. We could lots of...
Don't touch my do. My da.
Is that a police song?
I just remembered I played in a police cover band. Yeah.
Oh, my
Called
God.
The Plods for a radio station. So when I went to Vega...
So was it real?
Yeah, we played once in a RSL. I was the singer and bass player. I was the Sting.
Well, you would have been Sting.
Oh, man, I wasn't very good. But the guitarist and the drummer we recruited were great. And we did do. We did Walking on the Moon. Gee, it was hard to sing and play the bass at the same time.
I mean, that's the gig.
I know, but it was pretty hard.
What, did you not do that in Captain Coco?
No, I just did the bass.
Don't let that get around. When you write your book,
Don't do the
don't say to people
band.
don't get off stage and go, gee, it's hard to play the bass and sing at the same time.
Oh man, it was hard. And I remember we started the song, and the guitarist went, "No, come on, let's do it again."
And it was you.
We were I was so shit, so we had to do it from the start. But we did 3 songs. We did a do, a da, and then we did Walking on the Moon. Dun, dun, dun. And then Roxanne, maybe. Would have been. And I was wearing a wig and,
Just the once.
Just once. The Plods, we were called.
Jeez, I can't wait to see your biopic.
Oh, yeah. That won't start. That won't start with
No,
that.
I think it would be a Netflix 5-parter.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think Channel 31 on the weekend. I don't know.
Oh, the journeys of over. Yeah.
Okay, so let's have an ad then.
If you went rogue and went nuts, you did something like, you joined a cult or something.
Oh, yeah, they make a biopic.
The initial part would be all the good stuff. And then you'd go into when you went crazy.
Or I con people like salt, vinegar, whatever.
Yeah,
Mel Gibson. I did a Mel Gibson.
What's he do?
She said she had cancer and was cured by healthy eating.
See, then you with all this stuff.
I could do all that.
Yeah.
I could if I need some controversy. I need to do something bad.
Do something bad, and then we could do all the stuff up front to make you look like a good guy.
Yeah, and then I'm just bad in the end.
And then you're just bad at the end. And then at the end, you come back.
And I'm good again.
Good again.
I'm whole again.
Yeah.
Chewing gum ads are funny. Juicy fruit gets you going. Remember that? Juicy fruits gets you going.
What's the jingle?
Healthy PK does amazing things. PK. No, I'm thinking of someone else.
I reckon for our older audience, a PK chewing gum ad.
Be good.
I would love to hear it because I think PK
gets you going. That's it. Gets you going. PK gum gets you going. Anyway, let's Sam will find one for us. Hit it with a PK ad.
When you need a little lift but you just can't take a break, get a fresh flavour burst with PK chewing gum.
That clean, fresh taste of PK chewing gum puts a little lift into everything you do. That clean, fresh taste, that fresh flavour burst, that PK pickup is going for you. Chewing PK gum really keeps you humming. That clean, fresh taste is coming on through. Chewing PK gum really keeps you humming.
Oh, that was great.
That's good.
Took me back. I can't believe they used to advertise chewing gum.
Do you reckon they had this? Was PK Australian or was it international?
No, Wrigley's American.
So they would have had the same, because I often watch those old ads and I think, I reckon that's an American ad.
I reckon you're right. And they just might have revoiced it, or it might just be American singers.
Yeah.
So what's your guess?
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to say the police and chewing gum. I reckon they did an ad for, not PK, maybe Hubba Bubba early on.
I'm going to say that it was part of the, what do you call it? The ride. Oh, it's pretty pathetic. It was part of their rider that they all had to chew gum to get their jaws working. There.
Yeah. Okay. What is the answer, Sam?
One of the band's first gigs was in a chewing gum commercial, for which they dyed their hair white blonde. They found that they all liked it and decided to keep it. After the job was done, they all walked out of the shoot with their new hairstyles intact. From that point onward, this would be their signature look. Unfortunately, looking around the internet for this commercial is a fruitless exercise. It never aired, and is unlikely to even exist in someone's vault, as that campaign was scrapped. The band was not yet known enough that anyone might have thought it would have historic interest.
Wow.
You have been listening to Somehow Related with Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
So if they let their hair go, what colour would it be?
They all got brown hair, I think. Yeah.
Really?
And so that because
Let it go, Sting.
Because that peroxided hair was a real thing with that band. It was a real look.
Did you ever want to peroxide your hair? I did.
I think I did. Did I?
Did you go blonde? Did you go whole blonde at any point?
No. Yeah, you being a surfer, you would have liked it.
Oh, yeah. I really wanted you put lemon in your hair and you really want to have that look and stuff. And I never really had it. I just had the...
Because they were a surfy band, the Police. A bit of a surfy band. They look like a surfy band.
Yeah.
Hey, I remembered a joke. I was at the grand final.
Oh, yes.
Sitting next to Trish, a lovely woman from Warrnambool.
Never met her before.
Never met her before.
Don't remember her name.
Geelong supporter. We're talking to her.
Yeah.
She had an empty seat next to her.
Did she know who you were?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. We didn't talk about
I think
that.
she did.
Maybe. She was a lovely person. Anyway, she had an empty seat next to her, which eventually was because I said, "Where's your husband?" And it brought back that great joke.
She killed him.
It brought back that great joke. So, but some random, her husband was in another seat because they couldn't get seats together, and some guy did turn up eventually and sit in the seat. But it reminds you of that great joke where I go along to the grand final one year and I sit next to an old lady and we start talking, and she's also a Cat supporter, and she said she never misses a grand final. She never misses a Cats grand final. And there's an empty seat next to her, and I say, "What's with the empty seat?" And she goes, "That's for my husband. He used to come with me, but he passed away. so he can't be. I said, that's really sad, but couldn't you get a friend or a relative to come along? She goes, no, they're all at the funeral. It's a great joke.
That is a good joke.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Hey.
Bad luck, Geelong.
Oh, yeah. Go the Lions.